Josh Sweet, people commonly criticize the MCU for producing too much content post-Endgame. What projects do you think should have been greenlit in the first place? Should not have been greenlit in the first place. So if I kind of go through the movies, I think Black Widow needed to be in phase 3. I think you could cut that. I don't think it builds towards anything. It introduces Yelena, but maybe you make that make that Hawkeye. You amplify Hawkeye by making Yelena that her big introduction. Shang-Chi, keep it. Eternals, I think you can cut it. Let's get rid of that because it was an experiment. And I'm for experiments, but if we don't have enough safe bets, maybe it's not the right time to experiment. Maybe Eternals is something we needed to drop in phase 3 where we had so many easy, safe wins. Maybe drop it then. I think No Way Home, of course, you keep. I think in Multiverse of Madness, I think you keep that one. I obviously needs to be fixed. Thor Love and Thunder, let's cut that one. That doesn't build towards anything. It doesn't serve a purpose. It doesn't play off as Guardians of the Galaxy. It just feels like a strange use of time. I think Black Panther Wakanda Forever, you keep it. Maybe it needed to be tweaked. Maybe you reevaluate it given what we know now. But so I think Black Widow, Eternals, Thor Love and Thunder are ones that I would put on the chopping block or re-explore. And it's my least favorite of those Eternals. That's the one I'm most likely to want to keep, though, at the same time. I think Eternals is a gamble that didn't pay off, but I'm for them taking gambles. So maybe if some of these other ones had been stronger, I'd be for that one. But there's stuff in Black Widow I like. Maybe Black Widow would have been better as a TV show. That's another one we'll get into. So we've got to go down to our TV shows. So WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk. Moon Knight, I'm just cutting it. Because it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't add to anything, and it took resources, and it took a great actor, and it took a character, and it was a misfire in my mind, just a big misfire. Of course, I don't like She-Hulk, and I think it's bad for the universe to have that level of silliness and fourth wall breaking the way they did it, so, I cut that one, of course. I think I would make Falcon and the Winter Soldier Captain America 4. I would probably rework that into a movie. I think that would have been better as a movie. And I don't know that I would have done it the way that they did it. But the idea of making a film, a buddy cop film, I think that's more of a movie than a TV show. But even despite me being very negative on it, I think a reworked version of that could have worked. I don't think What If is the resource drain that's causing problems. WandaVision was worth having. Loki's worth having. I really like Hawkeye, so that's one that maybe other people would cut. I would say is absolutely worth keeping. But let's rework a lot of Black Widow into Hawkeye. Let's maybe make Hawkeye a couple episodes longer. Maybe it's 10 episodes, and you incorporate Yelena into there a little bit more. You don't make Kingpin a surprise villain. You make him the villain all throughout it, and you really dive into the past and maybe have some of the backstory with Yelena and some of that stuff. You don't need to tell the story of Black Widow, but some of the backstory with Black Widow. Maybe it's a whole Yelena episode or something like that. I think that could be really cool. And I would keep Miss Marvel. I'd rework it. I'd change the middle 3 episodes and rework them to be more like episodes 1 and 2 and 6. So off the top of my head, that's what I do. Secret Invasion from last year, it should have been a movie. It should have been an Avengers movie. Maybe that's what our Avengers film should have been right around this point in time, a Secret Invasion film. Maybe work in some of the Marvel stuff into a Secret Invasion film and maybe make it a Captain Marvel heavy Avengers film, but it's this global paranoia thriller, something like that. We cut the Marvels. I think that was just a big, gigantic oopsie. Maybe take parts of it and you put them into Miss Marvel Season 2, and you take parts of it into our Secret Invasion movie. I think that's better. Loki Season 2 we're fine on. I think Echo that we just did, whatever we wanted to do there, just put it in Daredevil next season. Let's axe that one. Ant-Man and the Wasp, that was a big, gigantic oopsie, but I don't think doing an Ant-Man 3 was an oopsie or something like that. Anyway, that's my rundown of what I would have done. Which ones I would have cut, which ones I might have merged together a little bit. I would have had a whole totally different pitch. So if I were to pitch my whole totally different version, I would have done Thunderbolts as our cap off to Phase 4, our team up movie. And the whole point is, who are the Avengers? We don't have our Avengers, so all we have are these ragtag, angry anti-heroes. And so you follow up Hawkeye, Black Widow, whatever other ones in there, these side characters, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, all of those kind of get followed up into the Thunderbolts as our team up movie. And then kind of, and it's following up Eternals with the hand coming out of the ground and that. So they're like going there to mess around with whatever minerals are there, is adamantium, vibranium, whatever it is. So I do something like that. Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month. For $2 per month, $20 per year, you can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams. For $5 per month, you get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.